Hello and welcome. My name is Will Awad, and today I'll be talking about driving productivity, maximizing Teamcenter's BOM management. Before we begin, I want to first answer a question that many of you attending today may have. That question is, why geometric solutions? At Geometric Solutions, we offer not only our sales expertise when it comes to choosing the right Siemens software, we also offer a wide variety of other services. Our 20 plus years experience includes engineering services, software implementation support, as well as direct access to our many knowledgeable application engineers. The customer interaction doesn't stop there. We also have a dedicated support team that is here to provide you with direct first line support. So remember, when your PLM needs arise, Geometric Solutions is the answer. We walk the talk. Today I'll be discussing the following: BOM management, EBOM-MBOM alignment, build process, and a customer success story. Let's start off with BOM management. Let's go over a common example of the flow of product information from the engineering bill of materials to the manufacturing bill of materials to the build process. Originating from the engineering department, the EBOM contains the product's recipe, which is structured from the design standpoint. It is made up of the materials, parts and items, subassemblies, and raw data that make up a specific product. From there, the manufacturing department creates a manufacturing bill of materials based on the raw information inside of the EBOM. The MBOM includes the product information that is needed to manufacture the product, filtering out the information or data that is only relevant to engineers. From there, the build process is developed. The build process consists of the detailed steps needed to manufacture the product. In an ideal world, this flow of product information is effectively managed inside of a single modern PLM software suite. But we all know this is usually far from the case. In the product lifecycle world, increasing complexity is non-negotiable. Yet the strategies and structures that most companies follow for maintaining the engineering materials have not kept pace with the rapid growth in complexity. Many companies struggle to manage change and collaborate across domains, scramble to supply accurate and transparent product definition data to multidisciplinary stakeholders. The siloed way of working leads to a breakdown in the BOM management process. To effectively meet deadlines and manage the lifecycle of a product efficiently, the process needs to have seamless communication from its inception all the way to its production. Luckily, we have good news. We can provide the solution. The Teamcenter BOM management solution via EasyPlan delivers a single source of truth to feed downstream applications and processes, integrating software, electronic, electrical, and mechanical domains. Teamcenter's EasyPlan provides flexible architecture that can serve any industry. This allows end users to use up-to-date part information to execute on their work in an efficient and timely manner. A unified definition of part and product data across a product lifecycle can improve efficiency, streamline time to market, and reduce development costs. Let's take a deeper look at EasyPlan's EBOM to MBOM solution. With the engineering bill of materials being the starting point, EasyPlan creates a multi-domain digital thread across the entire product lifecycle. This acts as a bridge between product features and parts, tracking when each part comes in and out of effectivity, and solving for any past, present, or future configuration with total precision. This PLM solution offers optimized views of the BOM across engineering, manufacturing, prototype, and service domains. As a result, the EBOM automatically aligns the customer's independently evolving design and parts BOM and produces a single integrated product definition for downstream release. In Teamcenter's active workspace, it all starts with the dedicated EBOM workspace. Here you can see that we are currently logged into active workspace and are in the engineering BOM workspace. The My Stuff area is where you can organize the tiles that you select the most based on the actions that are performed the most. This set of tiles is fully customizable. In the miscellaneous area, we have tiles that are used less often. This area is customizable as well. In the top right area, you can see the change notices that we are either actively working on or have been notified about. Below that, we have our subscriptions, where you're able to track and be notified when a specific event occurs on a specified object that we are subscribed to. Then we have our inbox that contains various workflow tasks or actions that have been directly assigned to the user or to the user's group or role. And lastly, we have our recent area. This area tracks the most recent objects that we have interacted with. Opening the top object in recent, we are brought to a page that allows us to interact with the selected object. Now, going back to Engineering BOM homepage, we are now going to select parts under My Stuff. Here you can see a list of all the parts that we currently have access to under the Parts tab. Under the Products tab, you can see all of the EBOMs that we have previously created and are actively working on. Under Design, we can track all the active design revisions for each object. Under Worksets, we can see our previously created worksets. A workset object contains the EBOM and MBOM in its specified alignment. An engineer is able to create multiple different worksets to track multiple different EBOM-MBOM relations. The final tab is the Sessions tab. Here we have a list of our saved working sessions. Moving back to the Parts tab, we can also see a summary of all the existing parts broken down in the filterable categories. Now let's see how easy it is to create a new part. First, click New at the top from the toolbar and click Add Part. In the new panel on the right, you can see it lists all the available fields as well as the required ones, with name being one of them. Now let's talk about the manufacturing bill of materials and Easy Plan, where we can see the true power of a single source of truth. When it comes to populating the MBOM from the EBOM, it's as easy as copy and pasting the EBOM parts into the MBOM assemblies. Now let's see that in action. Here, we have our EBOM on the left and our MBOM on the right. We're going to start off by first selecting the three objects under the top node of the EBOM, and then selecting the top node of the MBOM. From there, if we click Assign, you can see that our three objects underneath the EBOM side of the winglet are now underneath the assembly on the MBOM side. Next, let's add a manufacturing element. Here we're going to add consumables. Epoxy glue. And lastly, some rivets. As you can see, there's maintained traceability between the EBOM and the MBOM with the ability to add manufacturing components. Now that simple example is great and all, but I think we can do a bit better. Let's make this a bit more complex. Let's throw in some engineering change notices and manufacturing change notices to really see what EasyPlan is capable of. Here, we start off by going into the inbox to see we have a new engineering change notice. Opening the notice, you can see that we have a description for the change on the left and the infected objects listed in the change summary table. By opening the object at the top of the table, we are brought to a screen showing the affected objects that have been updated in a side-by-side EBOM-MBOM view. Moving back to the change notice, let's take a look at how this affects the manufacturing side of things. To do this, select the icon on the right-hand toolbar, bringing up the manufacturing impact page for the specific change notice. Here we see that a manufacturing change notice has not been created yet, so let's create one. Now that we've selected the object shown and click Open, this shows us our EBOM-MBOM alignment view, showing our affected items in the full assembly. With the change summary shown side by side with the EBOM and MBOM alignment page, we can easily see what is being changed and how it affects the two BOMs. These changes are able to be viewed in a tree form, as well as interactively in a 3D view of the geometry. From here, we can revise an affected MBOM object and look at that. The software was able to do the work for us. Given the fact that these two objects have a live connection, the data seamlessly passes from the EBOM to the MBOM, allowing us to perform the change with the click of the mouse. Looking back at the change summary on the left, the process is sped up further by allowing us to perform the revise and change by either propagating said changes individually or by propagating them all at once. Lastly, let's add those new EBOM items from before into the MBOM. Here we can click on the new items in the change summary on the left, which highlights them in the EBOM structure. From there, we select the MBOM assembly on the right where we would like to place the new items and simply click Assign. Just like that, the process is complete. Let's now move on to our third topic, build process. EasyPlan provides a solution to define and manage the build process to improve quality while accelerating MPI by validating process plans much earlier. This eliminates costly and late design changes. The ability to reuse standardized best practices and adjust them based on plant level requirements leads to a significant cost saving and productivity improvements as well. For centralized manufacturing planning, this approach overcomes the limitation for working with a subset of programs and product configurations. In this manner, any program can be adapted to reflect actual production scenarios. We are now going to create a build process using an existing template. First, we're going to navigate to My Favorites. Then we're going to open our pre-created Doom Buggy work package. As you can see, the EBOM, MBOM, and plant fields are all pre-filled as this is an existing product inside of Active Workspace. Now we're going to click the plant BOP and click Build from Template. In here, we'll type in template to search for existing templates. Now we're going to select the automotive planning template. And then from there, we're going to give it a unique name. After we give it a unique name, we will select Add Plant BOP. From here, we're going to click High Level Planning. In the high level planning view, we are able to see on the right, we have our BOP with the pre-created template. In the BOP, you can see there's different nodes for different steps in the assembly process, or I should say manufacturing process. Where first the body in white, then the powertrain, then the final assembly. Next, let's add our objects. It's as easy as clicking Target Assemblies after selecting the node that we want and dragging and dropping each corresponding assembly from the MBOM into our BOP. The next step we're going to do is click the highest level and click Sequence View. In this window here, you can see we have a breakdown of each of the steps. Going back to the tree view, let's dive down a little bit deeper by selecting the powertrain node. By clicking Sequence View again, you'll see that we now have a more granular view of the step 4 powertrain. Starting with drivetrain and ending with wheels, you'll see that there's a green and red icon. This icon denotes the flow of this manufacturing step from start to finish, meaning that until we've reached the red icon and completed the wheels, we are unable to move on to the final assembly phase of the manufacturing process. Now let's dive a bit deeper. Let's click Powertrain, the ellipses next to the powertrain, and click Process Planning. In the Process Planning view, we have our powertrain assembly that we attached earlier on the left. And on the far right, we have the assembly's 3D geometry. In the middle, we have our process where we can see the stations where each of the manufacturing steps will take place. Now, if we select the front gear mounting node and click the Summary tab at the bottom, we see that the time allocated for this step is recorded here. This ability to assign allocated time for completion of each step allows us to compare the actual recorded time it takes to complete the step and adjust the manufacturing process in order to increase manufacturing efficiency. Before I open the floor for questions, I'd like to go over a customer success story involving the use of EasyPlan. Oribe, with a heritage from both Volvo Cars and Geely, develops and produces world-class powertrain solutions for a global market. The challenge that they faced was that they needed to replace their current Volvo-owned production systems with a modern and powerful alternative, which in this case was Teamcenter's EasyPlan solution. Using the EasyPlan solution, Oribe is able to manage the data from internal sources as well as the ability to incorporate external customer data. For both their manual and automated processes, Oribe is able to rely on the EasyPlan solution to get the job done. All right. Thank you all for carving out time from your workday in order to attend this webinar. I'm going to start off by answering any questions that have come through on my chat window. Again, if anyone else has any other questions, please feel free to message them to me now. Okay, looks like we have a question here that says, is there an ability to connect our existing ERP systems with Teamcenter? For example, if we use SAP to manage product data, is it possible to incorporate this existing data or information? That's a great question, and to answer your question, yes. Teamcenter, including the EasyPlan solution, supports integration with third-party tools and systems through APIs, as well as other standard connectors. It's actually not uncommon for there to be at least one third-party integration in both small and large implementations. That's a great question. All right, I see here that we have another question. Does Teamcenter have additional tools for tracking key performance indicators in addition to the time tracking shown in the bill of process portion of the demo? Another great question, and the answer, like the last question, is yes. In the case of the bill of process, for example, users have the ability to track additional quality metrics such as defect rates, rework rates, you see compliance and quality standards, just to name a few of them. I'm happy to go into greater detail at another time if anyone has interest in this topic in particular. As you can see on the screen, if you have any other questions or are interested in learning more about any of the topics that I've discussed today, again, please don't hesitate to email us at solutions@goplm.net. All right. If there are no other questions, then I just want to say thank you again to everyone. I appreciate you taking the time to attend this webinar today. As always, please feel free to reach out to us with any questions or feedback, both good or bad feedback. We'll take it to the email address shown on the screen, which is solutions@goplm.net. Thank you.